understanding and guidance to continue to go forth in these meetings and the knowledge of our new found foundation, Common Ground Education. We ask, Father, that you would strengthen us, Father, to do great things. And we ask, Father, that you will continue to enrich us, that we enhance this labor studies a group to be greater than what we ever imagined or think. We ask that you will bless each and every one of our health and strength and our families. We give you praise and glory for it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. All right. Thank you, my brother. All right. Well, we have minutes. So
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes.
Support.
motion to accept the minutes, properly seconds. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor said minutes approval, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, motion carried. I gotta pull up my little cheat sheet so I can know what I'm talking about.
Exhortatory system. Exhortatory. Excretory system. Why am I not excretory system?
Give me a second.
So this is where we should have a picture.
I might need to back up.
Oh, don't be throwing that. What you do that for? Oh, that was
Walter,
what?
put your mute on, man. We don't need to hear you.
What you throw that for?
I'm watching Russell Wilson get the business over here for some reason.
Give me a second.
You got agenda for us, brother?
Nope,
Nope. All right.
nope,
We'll straighten that one out.
nope, nope. We got this approved minutes, financial report, president's report, old business, new business, and whatever follows an adjournment. I'm just going to start with the information that I have as far as my report. I checked on the 501c3. It did not show that it had been approved, so I called and I talked to the gentleman about that, and he looked it up. It has not been denied, but actually it takes 90 days for the form I filled out. The other form takes 180 days. So we're looking at, for me to actually double the check back would be 12/22 of next month. Oh, and I looked into changing the type of Zoom, would it be worth the effort to spend the extra $40 for the other type of Zoom meeting? And it's not advantageous for us to do that because we're not really gaining anything other than spending $40 because the number of people are still limited to the same amount. It's 100 cap, and to go up to the next level would be $149 a month. So, and we don't got it like that, not yet anyway. I missed the call with EMU. I talked to Tony. I guess the short of it is that, we're going to postpone moving to the conference to 2022, and I guess the short story, Gordon and Tony, they can chime in for anything that I may have missed. But in short, I guess we're planning on still planning on having the conference, but scheduling it far in advance to 2022. And I guess our next meeting with them would be in March of next year, 2021. I don't know if there's anything else that I may have missed. Gordon or Tony, please feel free to chime in.
I think nothing further to report other than they're still willing to be our partners and they're still in support of us and our program moving forward.
Okay. All right, that was like the,
Question, you said that the MU is still supporting us, right?
Eastern Michigan University, that's correct.
Eastern Michigan, okay.
okay, and that was all that I have as far as what I was supposed to look at. I believe there was anything else that was pertaining to that, and so we can move on from my incidental report. If we need a motion for that or
Hey, President, can I interrupt for a minute?
not, whoever that is.
Nope.
I'm gonna play the Sergeant of Arm right now. Yeah, somebody need to put their phones on mute because I can't even hardly hear it.
That's your phone, brother. No, I'm just kidding. No, everybody's on mute except for, I guess they're on mute. Tony Gordon.
Me,
Yeah.
ain't no noise on this end.
Oh, okay. Did you have something else other than that?
You said it right, it was his phone.
You got your hand raised, GP.
Yeah, I want to ask a question. How many, what's the number of dues paying members we have?
Oh, okay.
Do we have that information?
Yeah, I was trying to. Give me a hot second.
Was part of the agenda supposed to be a financial report?
Yeah.
Since we didn't approve your agenda,
Hold up. See. Yeah, here we go. Okay, right now, is this the right? I believe it's the same amount, 560.05. I can share the screen right quick if you need to see. We're up to 28.
28 members?
28 that paid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see it there right now. Richard Roach was the last one to pay 25. So like keeping tracks. So that's where we at right there. Because as you can see, this is old stuff here. I didn't date it, but
hold on, where my name at?
it's up higher, brother.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make
Boy, I want to see mine too.
All right.
since the auditors haven't audited
I haven't got what's name on the account yet, just because of shift difference, so we can pass this off to him, so.
Hey, Phil, you went up, but I still don't see my name on there.
What?
Eric Eichelberger. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I see it. I apologize.
Come on, I don't play. I'm Capricorn. I don't play about the money. Anybody else?
All right, so, okay, so where we at on the agenda, bro?
So, I guess there's the money. Finance support business. So right now,
Well, I got some old business since we had the last meeting. Of course, I'm going to adjust to or address the issue of the bylaws that the bylaws committee did submit. I'm hopeful that folks did have the opportunity to review the bylaws, and so that we could have a proper discussion on today. And so what I would like to do at this point is make a motion to accept the bylaws as presented with any corrections, additions, or deletions.
There is a motion to accept the bylaws with any necessary corrections,
Additions or deletions.
additions or deletions, alterations of any nature going forward. Probably second. Any comment, any discussion?
No discussion.
The bylaws committee did some very diligent work. Lynette, GP and I, and we think that we have a structure for the bylaws. Of course, everything is not included. So we just want to let everyone know that a process for making amendments to the bylaws is also installed in there. So everything's not going to be. We are going to make sure that the structure is there, the bones is there. And all we have to do is, as the organization, put the flesh on it.
Okay, I will also add input. I think the bylaw committee did an excellent job. I had the recording secretary to send out a method of voting for this, so we can have an actual count of how many voted for it and how many voted against.
Do we have numbers from the vote?
That would be on the recording secretary to share that information on the vote as far as it pertains to the passage of the bylaws.
I sent it out to the 28 members, and so far only 10 voted.
And
Oh,
that
yeah.
vote was,
We asked for voting on like the email or when you sent out the bylaws.
no, that came today.
Oh, I didn't see that today.
That came in email.
I voted.
Okay, so if we have 10 folks that voted already, what about those of us who are online for the meeting?
It all depends on who has not voted out of the 28. So who online has not voted?
I have not voted.
I have not voted.
Who's that? Okay, so everyone that has not voted, speak up, say, and then cast your ballot, your choice by yay or nay.
Okay, I made the motion, so obviously I'm in support, and so my vote is obviously in support of accepting the bylaws.
I second that, Lynette Holden.
Okay.
Tony Toddy's a yes.
I'm a yes. Big dog, yes.
Anybody else?
I say yes, Carissa Carter.
Okay.
Yes.
Pam Powell says yes. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Pam.
Hey, Pam.
Hey,
Pam, hello, Ms. Powell.
Linnell and Tina say yes.
I say yes.
Walter Robinson already voted. And it was yes.
Eric Eichelberger already voted, and it was a yay.
Willie Hall,
already voted. I was a yes.
Willie Hall already voted when Miss Lewis sent it to my email the proper way, and I voted yes.
Whatever, Willie.
All
I'd
righty.
like to make a friendly amendment if everybody's voted.
Go ahead, my brother.
I'd like to make an amendment that we continue the bylaws committee. Bylaws do state that the president has the ability to assign special committees. So again, in terms of accepting these bylaws, I want to continue our bylaws because we are just beginning and we're just starting out. Certainly, there may be some things that we need to adjust or need to correct as we move along. And so we want to be able to facilitate that, so to speak. So again, in terms of way the bylaws are stated, the president has a right, the ability to assign special committees. I'm going to ask that again, that we continue the bylaws committee and he can assign whomever he wants to, along with the chairperson, to continue the bylaws committee so that we are able to make any kind of adjustments that we need to. That's in the motion.
All righty. There has been a motion. Yes.
Support.
Okay. All right. There's the magic word.
Woo! I was waiting.
I got you, Chief.
There is a friendly motion to add.
I nominate Gordon Patton as the chair of the said committee.
That's afterwards. But thank you.
Out of order.
That's the El Presidente.
Yeah, that's
That's the Presidente's privilege.
So there's a
If we accept,
friendly.
if we accept this amendment.
There's the friendly amendment to continue on with the bylaws committee as part of the motion, and and there is already in there the verbiage in the bylaws about the president having the ability to create and appoint committees and chairs. So any other discussion under the friendly amendment? Seeing none, all in favor of said amendment signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All righty, motion carried.
Thank you.
Pass the motion to well, no, the vote was 100% yay. So no, that's it.
Yeah, bylaws.
Because the vote was 100% nay. So yay for the passage of the bylaws. So the bylaws passed and the amendment passed, and so that part of it is done. Okay. All righty. Do we have any other old business? Any more old business? What about the attachment as far as it related to the 2021 conference? That list that was on the email, suggested coordinated instructors, facilitated speakers, classes, workshops, and other suggestions, along with the discussion that we had as it related to doing some type of Zoom or YouTube or some other method of getting out and getting the name out and having an education program go on. In the meantime, given COVID-19 is, running rapid again.
We already had a discussion about not doing anything for 2021.
Right.
Okay, so well, I'm not understanding what the discussion is.
No,
A
no.
weekend online Zoom.
We were talking about doing, because part of the discussion, oh no, you weren't at the last meeting. Part of the discussion at the last meeting was that that Eastern actually wanted to do something online, but still charge. And our discussion was that we could do it and not charge the participants. And so then there was a bunch of different discussions about whether to do it on Zoom, do it on YouTube, do it Facebook Live, or whatever, So it was all these different methods of reaching out to the past participants of these conferences. So that's what that idea came from, as to do something online, and that was part of the me checking into the upgraded version of Zoom, but that would cost us $149 to actually reach out to like 1,000 people or so a month. But I forgot to include that we can do it 1 month at a time. So if we knew that we was going to schedule something, we could do one big Zoom 1 month, but it costs us $149. So we probably want to do more than just a individual session.
So I was on the last call, and I do recall that conversation that we had. If that's something that we want to get into, because I remember in the conversation they were talking about doing some Zoom education classes, but Zoom has started doing their own education classes or little tutorials on how to interact with Zoom. So I don't think that I think that's taken care of at that point. But if we actually want to do a pared down conference, or if we want to do certain classes, if you're talking about doing getting it for a month, we probably need to work up to that. It wouldn't be a bad idea if we did a grievance handling class, or if we did a basic union skills class, or we did a history class. If we are going to if we're going to build our way up to that, we can do those classes and advertise and do maybe one every couple of weeks or something like that, and try to keep it down to maybe an hour to an hour and a half or whatever. If anybody has kids that are doing in-home learning, they would know that people are not really going to sit in front of a device for a extended period of time. At least, like I said, if we do something at first, maybe we can do it and use the free Zoom that we have. And if people can't get in, then that just shows us that we are ready to move up to the next level. How everybody feel about that?
I think we should do something. An hour each, maybe 4 one day, 4 the next. For 4 hours, it's really a showcase of all that we have. A lot of people they go to our conference and they want to go to something else, or they might not know exactly what the other thing is. This would be a nice way to highlight it. Everybody get their time. Make it work. We just got to figure out what format we want to do it in, right?
Right. Gordon, you got your hand back up again?
Yeah, I think, again, in terms of if we're going to do something, we're going to need a marketing scheme. how exactly do we intend to reach out to folks? How do we advertise who we are, what we're about, what we plan to do? I mean, at this point, only we know us. So again, what is our plan? What's our marketing scheme going forward? We're going to need that.
Yeah, Robert had mentioned about had acquiring X amount of old U of M email addresses, and I got to think about it. I got a gazillion also. So there is one. Of doing direct, direct reach out, and that's one of the reasons why I had also put in the BMIU group and the Common Ground group a form for people to fill out that would be interested in receiving information about the new future or whatever. I was still calling the BMIU at that particular time. So there was quite a few people that did fill out their information on those applications. So we do have a beginning and a way of communicating. So there's a start. I mean, we have not put it in practice yet, other than the small circle of people that are involved right now. So.
I have a suggestion. Now, I don't know all the underpinnings and how we would make it happen. I have a brother that is in marketing and advertising. I'm gonna have to twist his arm a little bit, but we have a good skill set on this committee. You got Raymond O'Neill, you got Robert, you got all them people that's been taking them social media classes. How about we make a little short snippet type commercial, like video YouTube kind of thing, and then just market it so that people can see it just enough to pique their curiosity? We could make something.
Yep, sounds good.
And again, I don't know what that looks like. I'll be willing to help. I'm not the expert. I can come up with ideas. I maybe even could find some material, but I'm going to need some techie people to actually make it happen.
Yeah, I think we got one or two up in here. So.
I think we do. That's why I said it. You my guru.
Walter, you got something that look like you're dying to say something.
Didn't I say enough? I like that idea. I know that we have some very exuberant people in the group, and I just think that we kind of, since this is really this is a new way of doing things to us. We know how to put on conference, we know how to put on workshops, but actually delving into this video and Zoom and this world right now, I'm not sure what everyone's skill level is. I'm not very knowledgeable about how to do it. I have ideas, but actually having the idea and putting it into action, it might not. We are, well, let me speak for myself. I'm 54 years old, and I'm sure there's some 20s and 30s that understand this stuff way better than I do.
And we're going to use them. We are. I'm going to pull that right up out of them.
Shana.
So I think it's a good idea. I just kind of think that
I didn't mean us. Not me and not you. Okay, not us.
Well, I just kind of think we just need to do some baby steps, because we don't want to go out there and expend all our energy in doing something and it don't come out right, and people get dejected or the name gets not sullied, but you just don't want to step out too far too fast. That's all I'm saying. We got a whole year or to get some of this stuff together, and the way that big down it might be a little while before people be able to get out and actually really do some things that, you know, that we are normally accustomed to doing.
China,
One way we can change or start a Facebook page instead of a group. That way, with it being a page, you can something like what CBTU and eBag has, you can promote your business or your page. So changing it from a group to a page is one way we can start advertising. That's all I got.
yep, that's true.
So is there a cost associated with that?
What part?
Starting a page instead of a group?
No. There is a minimum cost for boosting, boosting your page. But to create the pages, that's no biggie. There's no cost. But it's open for everybody as opposed to, a group, because we created the group because we wanted to keep it private, not open to everybody. But the page, it'll be, virtually worldwide. Anybody that seeks out common ground can find it, and then you can just share information on there. So that part
So
of it.
So my suggestion is we keep our group, but we create in addition a page.
Yeah, it's not a problem. That's the easy part.
Hey, Phil.
Yes, sir.
What Pam spoke about doing a commercial, a quick clip commercial, that would be one excellent way, because we did several quick videos and Ray's did a couple of other ones for us, and we got close to like 500 views on some of them that he put out there for us. So I think if we can all pull together a little information that we have from the former BMIU and get with Ray and maybe get with Rob and let them formulate the materials and come up with a great commercial, because it's only no more than 45 seconds long, but it gets your attention. You hone in on it, and then with all the groups that we belong to and all the people we know on Facebook, it gets shared a lot, because you can look at the history of them. Everybody's sharing it and everybody's looking at it. So that is a great marketing tool right there. And that's, it's a little time consuming, because I talked to Ray on a few that he did for us. It does take a minute to get together and put it together, but that is one excellent way to get the word out, and it gets your anticipation building. So maybe we could put together a couple of them and let the anticipation build up while we work on whatever agenda, just to get out there and tease them a little bit. And then as we get better and better, like Walter said, maybe get him more acclimated with some of this digital technology and getting groomed in others, it'll be a great way going forward.
Yep, sounds good.
They have a book called Technology for Dummies.
There you go, Walter.
Actually, you can YouTube anything, so they can watch a lot of videos on how to pick up and learning the technology as far as Zoom and everything else also.
Yeah, absolutely. You are absolutely correct.
But we want to be mindful, because there's several other educational programs out there. So whatever we want to start off with, we want to make sure it is something hot and different and gets the attention of people, because you're only going to get one chance to get a lot of people and get their attention and get them reeled in. So we don't want to blow it.
And that was why I suggested I'm gonna twist my brother's arm. He works in marketing and advertising, and there's a thing that they specialize in as in branding. So I got Ray, I got Rob, I got all of you. And even though we don't think we know how, we may have some ideas or material that would help those that do know how I'm gonna twist my brother's arm, and we will all have a chance to look at it before we put it out there to make sure that we do it right. And it's not gonna happen overnight, but it's something if we start working toward, we can have 2 or 3 little short ones just to pop out every now and then. And when that fizzles down, we could follow with another one. It might run a month or 2, and then you come up with another one. You know, just enough to build excitement and some anticipation so that when we do decide to do what we're doing, people are anxious and ready to participate.
Yep, sounds good. Any more?
Make sure y'all write that down in the minutes that Pam is gonna pull that together and she gonna coordinate.
I said I will help. I said I will help and twist arms.
That means you're gonna kind of coordinate.
Yes, yes, I will. And I have
You've been assigned by the first VP.
I've been a Ludo for 18 years. I got all kinds of material.
All right, let's make it happen, Captain.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, I'm muted. I wonder why I'm doing all this talking, nobody listening to me.
You muted yourself. I ain't muted you.
I did. I want to make a motion. I want to put a motion on the floor that we come up with a branding committee, and the branding committee can work on this commercial and the branding aspect to make sure that we put our first foot out and it looks good.
Okay, we don't need a motion.
Why not?
It's in the bylaws.
Oh, well, excuse me. But
and you got a communication committee, I think, or some people assigned to that, and I think we could just go from there. That's part of our communication.
Who just had their hands up?
Oh, should I be putting my hand up? I'm sorry.
Oh no, yeah, it was Tony.
Just when you're done with this issue, I got a couple of items.
Oh, okay. So, Sean, put it in the minutes. I will be appointing some committees and chairs soon. Also, before I forget, Shauna, the last 2 pages of the minutes, would you include those in future ones as well? Anybody else have anything on this outreach?
I have something real quick. I don't know if anyone can see my comment in the chat, but if you can all please email me at sdnise@gmail, because I get a couple of people's emails coming back to me, so that would be helpful. Thank you.
Gordon, you still on the same subject, sir?
No, well, not necessarily.
Oh,
I got another issue. I just want to make sure that we enter, Madam Secretary, you enter the date in which we accepted these bylaws into the bylaws, so that'll be all set. Thank you very much.
Tony?
Got 2 items. First is right now we have a strike going on in Toledo. It's the Coca-Cola workers. Right now we're asking everybody to boycott Coke. Their issues, just like everybody else's, just like GM's last year, it's healthcare. It's unfortunate that healthcare wasn't at the forefront of this last election, but it's real. So we had some people come down from Romulus just yesterday bringing firewood. We're going to see where they're at Tuesday. I think they're going to be back at the table or make an offer. But if not, we're going to have a big rally probably Thursday down here to help support them. So please do what you can. And that's right now boycotting Coke. Second thing, I think we're going to start phone banking for the 2 Georgia Senate seats. And why it's important to all of us is if we get the two, we'll be at 50-50 and Kamala will be the tiebreaker for any votes coming out of the Senate. And Joe Biden's going to pass the PRO Act, which will essentially, from my understanding, outlaw right to work and make it easier to organize. You look at the labor movement, what brought it into existence was legislation. What took it back down to where we're at now is legislation. And what will bring us back to where we need to be is legislation. So if you get an opportunity, please phone bank. We're going to start doing it in Region 2B. I might even go down to Atlanta if Stacey Abrams has a plan to go door to door or whatever we're doing. So be on the lookout for opportunities to win those 2 Senate seats in Georgia. Thank you.
Tony, I do want to say that I sent my donation this morning. I do have a link for phone banking. I'll send it to the secretary so she can forward it. And it's my understanding, and I don't know how they're picking or who they're picking, but UAW is sending some people go down to organize on that campaign. I'm hoping we can get those 2 seats because I'm sick of Mitch McConnell.
Correct. Thank you.
And I'm gonna chime in 2 cents on that also, that that we should not send money to the candidates. We should send money to fair vote and organizations like that, because those are the ones that are paying the people be on the ground to get the people out to vote, as opposed to the candidates. Candidates don't have any problem raising any money, but we do need to take care of the people that's actually out there doing the work. Walter?
Hey, Tony, could you put out what the address of that strike is?
I will. Yep.
And the people that know me, I've been boycotting Coke for years.
Yeah, I ain't done Coke in quite a while.
Yeah. Killer Coke.
Yeah, Phil, they not gonna miss your dollars.
Because they ain't got it. They ain't got it in years.
That probably is a good idea to kind of research and see exactly what Coke products are besides Coke.
Dasani water and a whole bunch of stuff.
Just put a link to a story there. It has the address and it says what's going on, and that's from the local paper, Toledo Blade.
Okay.
And for anybody, Barack Obama is on 60 Minutes right now, so whenever we adjourn, you might want to check that out.
Yeah, it's not on yet. The football game is just went off.
Arizona came back, last second touchdown.
Oh my goodness, I lost money on that one.
Okay.
They just said Chubb cost Caesars 80% of their money because people was betting on that point spread.
Yeah.
They got a book called Betting for Dummies too.
Willie, you need to mute yourself, man.
So did Gretchen shut down Michigan or what? I heard her she was coming on.
In 3 days, Wednesday, she's shutting down all the gyms. I just had it up. She's shutting down the casinos, movie theaters, group exercise classes, ice skating rinks, indoor water parks, in-person learning at colleges and high schools, offices that can conduct business remotely, stadiums, arenas, high school sports, arcades, bingo halls, and bowling centers.
Ooh, wait.
For 3 weeks, effective November the 18th.
Oh boy, I can hear it now. My rights.
Motion to adjourn?
There is a motion to adjourn, which will not include any conversation.
No.
Before you go, I got one thing to say though. It's good and welfare.
It wasn't a second.
For good and welfare,
Yeah, go ahead.
Melvin Coleman from the National Cap Department, former Civil Rights Department, lost his daughter.
Oh, wow.
The funeral is going to be, I believe, on the 18th, and the viewing is the 17th. It's somewhere up in like Saginaw. I will send the link to the secretary so she can send it out just in case anybody wanted to send condolences.
Alrighty.
Now, when is our next meeting?
You want to do another month? Or do we want to meet sooner? Makes me no difference.
Let's see, a month from now would be Christmas, right?
I say January.
Secretary is excluded from making motions pertaining to meetings.
Okay, so today is the 15th. I think maybe we should wait till January. Everybody's gonna be doing, I don't know how much holiday stuff we're gonna be doing, but everybody will be busy. So how about if we just wait until, let's try January the 10th.
If we do that, then you can kiss the seminars goodbye in February. And that's fine, but if we're gonna do the seminars, we gotta put a committee together and really get on it. But we don't have to, but it's a decision that needs to be made.
Yeah, I thought that we were talking about doing some commercials and stuff and stuff like that. I thought that was, we were kind of getting in, trying to build the brand up first.
They go hand in hand.
Let's have a discussion. Because everybody, all of us need to be on the same page. Even if we don't agree, we should be on the same page.
I concur.
So are we going to work on building the brand, or are we going to work on doing some type of virtual workshops in February?
I think the purpose in having committees is so that we can do more than one thing at a time. I mean, I don't know when you guys want to target doing that, but.
Okay. GP again.
Let me just, I'm gonna put my 2 cents in here. I'm not in favor of trying to rush anything ahead
Me either.
without, again, having everything in place. So I say we forego trying to do something virtual or whatever in February. It's just not enough time to plan. We need to work on common ground, education foundation.
Because you only get to do it once.
And so, I mean, we can work on a number of things, again, that pertain to that, the branding and so on and so forth. But I'm not in favor of trying to rush and trying to put together a seminar just for the sake of trying to do something.
And I agree. I think February is tight.
And I'm going to put my 2 cents in, even though that is not my position, but there is giving what's going on with COVID, there's really no need for us to necessarily confine ourselves to February. We can, if we get the branding and all those things in place, we can put on a conference anytime. It doesn't necessarily have to be in February, but we can come back in February 2022 and be back, back on par what we've been doing in the past.
Would it be a problem if we maybe met the first week of December? That way we can give some thought about what we've been discussing this week. And maybe if we don't have to have another meeting until January, have another meeting in January, but that way it won't be too close to Christmas, and to give us a little bit of time just to, recollect thoughts about what we spoke of today, maybe.
Okay, so the first week in December is like 2 weeks from now, and next week is Thanksgiving. I don't know how much we accomplished, but whenever y'all say meet, I'm gonna try.
I'd like to make a motion to have the meeting January 10th.
Support.
There is a motion, properly second, to have our next meeting January the 10th,
January 10th.
2021. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of said motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right.
Everybody be safe and have a great holiday.
Now, that doesn't mean that the committees still can't get together, but just a full membership meeting. I think that we can still work.
I absolutely agree. You know, work has to be done, and you know we need those deliverables. So,
Yeah, that way
It's gonna
we'll
be-
have something to report in January.
yeah,
Will the meeting be at the same time that we've been meeting, 6:30? I guess a notice will be sent out. We didn't discuss the time for January 10th.
no, yeah, we're gonna go on past practice.
Past practice.
We're gonna go on past practice.
We'll say 6:30 and y'all join the meeting at 7.
Right.
Motion to adjourn.
Hopefully, I'll be at home and I won't have no window.
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
Support.
There is a motion to adjourn, probably second. There is no discussion. All in favor of said motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Hey.
All right, well, stay on here then. All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.